All right, Aries. Okay, there's two different perspectives here. Okay, so you're getting the Two of Pentacles. I've never seen the Two of Pentacles so much in my life. All right, so there's two different perspectives, but the same. It's the same card, two different perspectives, or two different depictions, but very similar. Okay. All right, you have the Star. Okay, this could be surgery on your eyes, eye surgery, or whatever. You have the Star, the Hermit. Okay, so you're not going to show up for some type of, if you do have to go to the doctor, you're not going to show up. You change your mind. If you were going to go to the clinic or whatever, you're not going to show up for this appointment. It's just going to let it end or something like that. Okay. You have the Queen of Swords. You have the Page of Pentacles, and then you have the Empress. All right. Okay, so you were supposed to show up today or for some type of checkup or whatever routine maintenance on your body. You're not going to show up. You're just going to let life, whatever happens. What's the World? I feel like you're supposed to go to the hospital. You could be sick or you have an appointment or you're not going to go. What is the World? You have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're not going or something. What is the Star? Five of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, you know that someone's just gonna lie to you anyway. Somebody wants to tell you that you have HIV, AIDS, or cancer, or some type of STD. It's a lie. It's like it's HIV. It's something bloodborne. It's a blood disease. It's HIV or AIDS. So somebody wants you to go to the hospital and so they can tell you that you have AIDS. What is the Hermit? Or you have cancer or something like that. Somebody wants to diagnose you with a terminal illness or diagnose you with AIDS or HIV. Sorry, I keep saying age. Maybe somebody wants to make you old or whatever. What's the Queen of Swords? Maybe there's a correlation between age and AIDS. Okay, what's the Queen of Swords? Yeah, somebody thinks that you're disgusting. They feel like you're a diseased peasant and they want to tell you this in person. You have a disease, you have AIDS, HIV, cancer, syphilis, something. Yeah, the Wheel. So somebody's mad because you turned the tables on them and they want you to go to the hospital so they can diagnose you with AIDS. Okay, you have the Nine of Cups. What's the Page of Pentacles? Or they can tell you have some type of disease or you're sick or ill or something like that. All right, what's the Page of Pentacles? They're allowed to have, they're allowed to do this. You can't when you do it, it's a disease. What's the Page of Pentacles? I don't know what that is. A disease is a disease to me, but I feel like something is not a disease, but because you're doing it, it is. You're sick, you're ill, you have a disease, you have AIDS or whatever. What's the Page of Pentacles? You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Hierophant. Yeah, somebody wants to, I feel like somebody wants to diagnose you with AIDS or somebody wants to diagnose your son with AIDS. Somebody wants your son or something like that. Somebody wants to say you have AIDS and then take your kid away or something. What's the Page of Pentacles? Or somebody wants to make you pay for treatment you don't need. You're not going to go to the appointment. Someone's going to lie and say you have AIDS. This is the King of Cups or HIV, syphilis, something like that. Somebody wants to diagnose you with a disease to make you feel disgusting and gross. Okay, Four of Wands. All right, so I feel like you're looking for an apartment or a hotel. You will find one. All right, you may have a hard time looking for an apartment or a hotel or something like that, or maybe someone does not want you in their neighborhood because you're black or something like that. Or what's the Seven of Cups, please? Okay, somebody wants an emotional response, an emotional confirmation of their work, meaning an emotional response from you. They want you to say it's because I'm black or whatever, blah blah blah. What's the Empress card? Okay, it's a female doing work on you. It's a black woman. You have the Ten of Cups, and then you have it's lesbian women. They're doing work, or they want to say you have AIDS, or it could be a sorority. I could like AKA or something like that, or this could be like Spelman College or Spelman University. There's doctors that used to go to Spelman, or they're an AKA. They want you to go to the nearest hospital clinic so they can diagnose you with AIDS, HIV, syphilis, cancer, something like that. They're jealous of you. I like it's a bunch of gay women, or it's a sorority, or it's a whole bunch of women who went to Spelman or another HBCU or college medical school. It's a whole bunch of women who are jealous. What's the Nine of Cups? They want to say you have AIDS. Okay, they're mad or something like that. Okay, not judgment. Okay, somebody wants to judge you. They want to say you have AIDS. All right. You're getting some type of justice or something like that someone does not want you to have. I feel like you're supposed to be gay. It's a sisterhood, or you're supposed to be part of a sisterhood. Somebody's doing blood work on you or something like that, or somebody wants you to go in for routine blood work so they can say you have AIDS. What is this right here? This whole shit. This could be your alma mater. Like you are a, what is it called? Like you used to go to this school. They're setting you up because you dropped out of the sorority, or you dropped out of school. Now they're going to set you up, say you have AIDS and shit like that. All right. I feel like it's doctors or nurses are doing this to you. Okay. So you used to be a nurse, or you were going to school for this. You dropped out. Now they're going to hunt you down, and now they're going to basically rig your entire life and try to make it look like you have AIDS or cancer or some other disease or whatever. Okay, because you're not talking to them, you won't be gay, you won't stay in the fight, you won't be part of the sisterhood, you won't blah blah blah. What's the strength? Okay, I feel like you have death and you have the title card. Okay, so you change your name, or you change something, or you stop being gay, you stop saying that you were a lesbian, maybe you start saying that you're a stud or a dyke now, or you change something. Are you not in the sisterhood no more? You're not a sister. You're not in the secret society no more. With death, I feel like doctors are preying on you. They want to say you have AIDS so bad. Somebody wants to make you feel dirty, gross, low. What is the Seven of Cups? I feel like too somebody was supposed to heal you from something, but you're gonna heal naturally, and somebody hates you because you healed on your own. What's the Seven of Cups? You can't do that. You're not allowed to heal on your own. You have to go to the doctor. What's the Seven of Cups? Okay, I don't know. What's the Four of Pentacles? So somebody wants you to wonder where my money is. Where's my money? Where's my money? They're going to take my money. So they're probably going to mess with your money, or steal your money, or interfere with you getting money or something like that. You healed yourself. That's not allowed. You're not a doctor. You can't do that. You have to be gay or something. What is the Four of Pentacles? Okay, it's reverse psychology, or someone's going to steal your money or whatever. What's the Seven of Swords? You're a thief. You have AIDS. You're gay. All that. Whatever. Something like that. What's the Seven of Swords? Okay, it's the Queen of Cups. So this is the clarifier for the other reading. It's not meant to be. I feel like you're not meant to be a part of this sisterhood, brotherhood, whatever this is, sorority, fraternity. You're not meant to be a part of this, or something. Something's not meant to be here. It showed up in the other reading. What's the Queen of Cups? I feel like it's women, African American women, or women of color, something like that. What's the Queen of Cups, please? They're in a sorority. Okay, justice. What's the Page of Cups? Somebody could be mad too just because you have a son. You have a son. Everybody else has daughters except for you. How dare you have a son? That's blasphemy. You're being judged because you have a son. What's the Page of Cups? It's like it's envy. Somebody just finds any reason to hate you or whatever. You have a son. You're healing. You're not gay. I mean, like if you're gay, if they hate you. Reject your son. Deny your son. Hate men. If you don't hate men, we're gonna hate you. Even though you have a son, hate him too. Just fucking hate everything. Just be a hater. Be blah blah blah. What's the Page of Cups? Yeah. So somebody wants you to hate your lineage, hate your offspring, especially if your offspring is a boy. You're supposed to hate your son. You're supposed to degrade. You're supposed to ruin your son, turn your son gay, turn your son into a fag or whatever. Or you're supposed to hate men or something like that. You're supposed to be hating men. You have to hate men or hate yourself, hate your son, something like that. With Seven of Pentacles. Or you have to hate history for what is done to you or something. Someone's living, you're in the past or whatever. Okay, yeah, it's pressure. Okay, somebody's trying to pressure you to hate men, hate your son, hate yourself, hate women, hate this, hate that. What's the Ten of Wands? Yeah, somebody needs you to be defensive or be about men, Be defensive about slavery. Be defensive about history. Defend our history. Defend our honor. Defend your alma mater. Defend this school. Defend the sisterhood. Defend women. Be defensive. Deny your son. Deny your offspring. Reject him. Reject men. Reject anything that's not about the sisterhood. Reject yourself. You know, here's the thing. I feel like if you used to be a doctor, someone's like, how dare you heal yourself? You're supposed to be, this is a brotherhood, sisterhood. You're supposed to go to the hospital and support hospitals and doctors. You're healing on your own. You're not a doctor. You're a traitor. How dare you heal yourself in the comfort of your own home? How dare you have a baby at home and not at a hospital? You're supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to be a nurse. You're supposed to be this and that. This is a brotherhood. It's a sisterhood. This is a racial thing. What's the Seven of Wands? So I feel like it's feminism. You're supposed to be a feminist. You're supposed to fight and get mad and defend. And where's your dignity? Where's your energy? Something. What is this? Okay, Seven of Cups. I feel like you're confused about what's going on with your life right now. You don't know why you're being bullied or pressured or whatever. Somebody's getting their wires crossed. Somebody wants to blame you for everything that happened in history. Or somebody wants to blame you for everything that happened in this sorority, this college or whatever. Somebody wants to blame you for everything. You get mad and then you fight back and you're a feminist and, you know, you hate men and you hate your kids and you hate everything and you hate this world and you're so angry. What's the Seven of Cups? Yeah, hate the system, fight the power, fight back, fight the man or whatever. But they're a part of the system that's bullying you and oppressing you. They're oppressing you just like the man is, but you're supposed to fight back and fight the system and be rebellious against a system that's oppressing you, also against us, and we're oppressing you as well. Like, just fight back. Dude, what are you gonna do about us, about everybody in the whole world oppressing you? What are you gonna do about that? Huh? About us being against you. You're being oppressed and bullied. Even though you have no team and no support, no allies, what are you going to do? Fight. Get up. Fight back. Do something about it. Are you going to get a confirmation of this reading? This reading is the confirmation. You have to be more. Yeah, I feel like you don't care. It's a perilous fight, perilous journey. All right. I feel like you are a friend to everybody. You could be an Aquarius. Who is this? This is for Aries. You could be like an Aquarius rising, North Node, whatever. You are a friend. You don't, but I feel like Aquarius rules society. So it's like, I feel like you're not what are you going to do? You're by yourself. You have no allies, no friends. Yeah, I feel like you're alone. Somebody isolates you. They bully you. Somebody is like, everyone's picking on like one person. And like, what are you going to do about that, Aries? Or like people are picking on women. What are you going to do about women's rights? And what are you supposed to do about women's rights? What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to get mad and complain every day and call the government, write a letter or something like that. Okay, I'm going to leave it there.